everyone, I heart vacuum cleaners. Do you? Well, I don't really heart vacuum cleaners. You shouldn't heart or love an inanimate object. You should reserve your love for human beings and your pets. But you can like vacuum cleaners, you can be obsessed with them, you can unbox them on a YouTube video, which is what I'm doing. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving! This is a Thanksgiving extra video for all my American viewers. Now I know the viewers in Canada have Thanksgiving on another day, so happy Thanksgiving to Canada as well for whenever you're having Thanksgiving. Now I'm doing this video because it's an American vacuum cleaner, so I thought it's apt to unbox this one on Thanksgiving. And it's a machine I've wanted for a while, not this particular colour, but I've always wanted ever since the late 80s when I first saw one of these. It's a Hoover Decade 80, and on the box it says it's a U4381-030 model. This arrived yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, and I haven't had time to unbox it until today. So unfortunately the box is pretty poor, so let's hope it survived the long journey. It's just a single walled box, and it's also split. Right, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be okay. I don't want to spoil Thanksgiving by unboxing a broken vacuum. This is, I believe it's a collector that's sold me this on eBay, because he is selling quite a lot of cleaners. And this particular person reads the St. Louis County newspaper. St. Louis or St. Louis, is it? St. Charles County. Oh, well, I don't know what county it is. Anyway, apart from the newspaper, more of the dreading packaging peanuts. I've got an absolutely huge box of those now. Right. Oh, it's a plasticized bag. A little bit of damage at the bottom, but it's not in bad condition, is it? Very green. I really misjudged my sock colour. I haven't got anything this is more of a mint green, isn't it? The light colours are more mint, and what I've got on is lime. What a clash, what a faux pas. So here's the bag, and it's got the air freshener as well, with the adjustable control, similar to my Concept 1. Whoops, has it got a tab in? Yes, it has. There is a tab. Not much of an odour to that. I must check my Orec tabs, because I've got a pack of Orec tabs. They look the same, so I must check if those fit. Now, I'll probably be able to get bags for this. In fact, my Hoover H18 bags should fit. This takes Type A, so we do have Type A. Well, they're not called Type A in the UK, but I do have bags that fit this. But I probably will use those fleece H18 bags. So it's a top fill. So I think it's the same bag as the Concept 1s, isn't it? So there's that part. Then we have the handle. Oh, here it is. I was going to say I threw my box cutter out the way a bit too soon. Just be careful I don't damage anything cutting into this. Nice chrome handle. I think this was more of a sort of a deluxe version. That'll need a little bit of a polish, but that's the lower handle. And the upper handle is here. Oh, of course, because it's got a switch. I'll have to do a bit of connecting up, won't I, with this lead. And we've got the usual sort of cord. Here it is. So I'm filling most of the gaps that I wanted to fill with my American cleaners. I've got a few you haven't seen yet. some writing on there. I don't know what that refers to. Yeah, this needs a bit more of a deep clean. I think it's in fairly good condition. It's got power surge, this model. I don't know if they all did. So yes, it's a switch that doesn't stay down. It's like the Concepts, and you have to hold it down for the surge function. When you release it, it goes back to normal power. Oh, here we go. Here's the cleaner itself. I'll just double check the box. Push that to one side. I don't think there's anything else. No instructions, but I believe I can view them online somewhere. Right. Let's get this opened and assembled. Well, here she is, folks. Fully assembled and ready to switch on. Does look a little bit better than when I unboxed it, because I've given the handle a bit of metal polish and I've buffed up the hood and sprayed some of that Vuplex on it to give it a nice shine. But all in all, it doesn't really need much doing to it at all. It's in very, very good condition. Now, as I said, I've wanted a decade for a long time. I've always liked this style, and it's based really on the Hoover convertible, or Hoover Senior, or Ranger as we'd know it in the UK. I just absolutely, there's just something about the style of the hood that really took my fancy when I first saw it. It's very attractive. I think it is anyway. I do like the dual headlight, or with edge lighting. Now I believe the seller has put in, I think it must take 2 bulbs, this. So it's got the 2 bulbs. Everything looks fine, so fingers crossed it works. We'll have a look underneath, have a look at the belt and the brushes, and then we'll plug this bad boy in. So here's the underside of the cleaner again, looking very clean and tidy. The brushes look in good condition. Now I suspect that this brush roll is the same as the UK Senior. So I should have no trouble getting replacement brush strips for this, or belts. I think the belts will be the same. They're quite soft, those brushes. Seem a bit softer than the ones on the UK. I'm not sure. But it's got the brushes, and of course it's got the beta bars as well. Now on this model, they've actually got screws, so it's not a quick release. So we'll just have a look. I think it has had a new belt fitted. It does seem very tight when I'm rotating the agitator, so it'll be okay. Now, and on this version, which I've never seen on any of our Seniors, there's a little metal plate here, which is obviously to prevent any wear. I have got some plastic based Seniors that do get a little bit of wear here from the belt rubbing against the plastic, but on this American version you can see that there is a metal plate. It's got a plastic fan, and yes, that belt is very tight, so there should be no problem with the belt there. We'll have a quick look at the rating plate, so if you can date it for me, I'll be very grateful. So it's the Hoover cleaner model U4381-30, 120 volts, which is no problem for me. We use 240 volts in the UK, but I've got my magic black box to deal with that. 60 hertz, 6 amps. It's got the type bag A and the belt number, and the serial number is 00295-833. The Hoover Company, North Canton, Ohio, made in the US of A. On the top of the hood, we've got this handy indicator to show you the height setting selected. So using the lever at the back, we can select the highest setting, which is for shag pile, and then one setting down from that or up is high pile, and then next we've got the setting for normal pile carpet, and finally the lowest setting for low pile carpeting. Well, I'm just about ready to plug in this Hoover Decade 80, so I need to release the cable. So it's got a top hook here that turns down, so I can release the cable in one go. And now all I have to do is plug it in and switch it on. Okay, we're switched on at the cleaner end. All I have to do now is switch on at the socket end, and fingers crossed it'll work. Well, that sounds okay to me. I'll just switch it off at the cleaner now. I think it'll be safe. It's pretty light actually. Seems quite noisy compared to some cleaners of this type. Okay, so it's off now there. Turn it back on at the wall. Still plugged in, of course, to the little converter box. Otherwise I couldn't use this. We'll give it a push. Surprisingly, it is on shag, but the suction of it, as I switched on, did pull the carpet right up. So we'll leave it on shag initially. No. We'll try it on high pile, I think. Seems to vibrate a bit and it is quite noisy, but perhaps that's the sound that these should make. Please comment below if you think this sounds okay. It's hard to judge, of course, on a YouTube video. So it's pretty noisy on normal. What's it going to be like when I flick the power surge switch? Might pull my carpet up. It seems very effective. Well, I've just been taking some shots of this for my Instagram page, and of course I wanted one with the headlight, so I left it sort of in one position while I was trying to angle the camera, and unfortunately the belt snapped. I don't think it's a genuine Hoover belt. I think it's my fault because it was sort of left running in one place, and I think it's put a strain on the belt and the agitator and it just snapped. But anyway, I've fitted a new belt for the rest of the video. So we've seen it. Let's see how well it picks up some dirt. Well, I think I've got a little bit of a problem here because the suction power is so high, it's pulling the carpet right up, even on shag mode, and it's stalling the brush. I was going slow, but even so, if I was to speed it up, I think it might be okay. But as you probably saw, I was having difficulty pushing it, on anything lower than shag because it's just too powerful. I'm going to endeavour to pick, it will pick up, it has performed fantastically, but it's just too powerful. That's the only trouble. I wouldn't know what it'd be like on the boost mode. Obviously, I'm not going to need boost. Anyway, I'll try it again, but I'm going to have to go a bit faster, I think. I'll put it on high pile. Shag was a little bit high, and just go a bit faster. Well, as you could probably hear again, the brush was stalling. Now I'm going to try it again on shag. It was on high. It's just too powerful. I can see it literally lifting the carpet up. It's fantastic, but this carpet really it's not suitable. I think if it was a denser pile carpet, a medium or a long pile carpet, it might not be so bad, but it's just too powerful. I never thought I'd say that. This vacuum is too powerful. This can't even agitate because obviously we can't see any agitation because it's just pulling the carpet up. The suction is pulling the carpet up, stalling the brush, and it's picking a lot of this up. A lot of the initial dirt it's picking up with suction alone, and then when it's all gone, I'm moving over quicker, and then you can hear the brushes, actually brushing, and the beater bars beating the carpet. So I don't know really what I can do about this, how to reduce the suction power. Well, there you have it. That's about the end of the video. After I picked up all the dirt and was going a little bit faster over the carpet, it was okay. There's a slight burning rubber smell, so the belt is obviously under a bit of strain. I think it's lost a little bit of suction with all the dirt I picked up, even though it's a fleece bag. But yeah, it's nice to have in the collection, but until I get some thick shag pile carpeting, I don't think I'll find much use for this, but it's certainly a very nice machine to have in my American vacuum collection. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, whatever you're doing, whether you're alone or you're with family. I hope you have a joyous day, and we should always be thankful for everything we have in this life, because there are so many people far worse off than we are. So that's something I need to learn more as well. I've discovered that recently. I need to be more grateful and more thankful for all the blessings I have in my life. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.